can't even edit the fuck.
I can too.
Yeah, you can't. We know.
I mean, I would assume with the post of this shit, we would be putting up like pictures and shit of like the games we're talking about and all that.
Are we? Post edit, maybe. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Post edit. There's no way to do it live.
I mean, there is a way, but I haven't mastered that yet. I'm not that fast. I think that honestly needs to be if we have a round table. If we do a round table, we can do that. Because then what we can have one person, probably Brian, since he wants to be behind the scenes a lot, where we can just literally click between scenes. And one of the scenes that we'll have is literally just for like capture of whatever browser we have up. And we just have the tabs. And just go to each story and stuff as we're talking about it.
Okay.
Like a window.
Yeah, so like that's one scene, and then we can click back to that scene and go back to our round table.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Alright, let's try this again. We are Cafecito Crew Gaming.
What up, fam? I'm Ariana. I'm 27, and I never learned how to fucking read.
Brian, you go.
What's going on? It's your favorite Brazilian, Brian. Thank you very much for joining the Cafecito Gaming Crew. I am 26. I am a Gemini. Just for your lovely fans out there.
Nigga, this
This is
ain't
not a Tinder video profile.
Oh, I thought that's what we're doing.
sorry.
No.
My name's Brian. I'm 27. I like long walks on the beach. On the weekends, I pet
I
my
like
hands.
pina
no. See,
coladas and
that's
getting lost in the rain.
that's where people get me confused. I don't like long walks in the beach. I like to live life on the edge of my bed.
Nigga, so you're in a constant state of not knowing if you want to wake up in the morning or not?
Exactly.
You know what I
It's a
imagine?
constant struggle.
I imagine Brian just laying on his bed, like, just completely slid off, and it's only his neck supporting his body.
The last beacon of hope. And it's just his face like this.
Hey guys.
Yeah, exactly, like that.
But no. Can I second try on that?
Maddie, your turn.
I got ripped on. I got ripped on. Like I got my like spotlight stolen from me.
Maddie,
No.
your turn.
Okay. All right. So I'm Maddie. I'm everyone's like favorite lovable weeb. I'm 23, so I'm a young girl out here.
Jay.
Young money.
I'm a Taurus,
Young thug.
and I'm a rapper secretly.
Wait, we
I don't want to
sang
give
our-
away all my fun facts yet.
No, that's
We're
all.
saying our signs. I'm Cancer. I'm the best sign. Crabs for life.
Oh yeah, me and Ariana have the same birthday.
Crabs for life.
Nice.
No wonder
I am
y'all
a
so
boy.
crabby every
Fucking
morning.
hell.
Well,
I mean,
me and
yeah,
Brian don't
but-
have the same birthday, but we're both Geminis.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do. I feel bad.
Gio, your turn.
Oh, you right? Well, that wasn't enough to start me off.
Oh my god.
So, like Miguel stated, and unless my name changed in the last 30 seconds, my name's Gio. Okay.
I thought it was Giovanni.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
That's your government name?
Right. Yeah, that's my government name. Okay, but on the weekends it's Gio.
Sometimes in the weekdays in the afternoon.
Right. And by Saturdays I go by Stephanie. Tell him, Ari. I'm kidding. So
I don't
anyway,
know. I've been married to you for 9 years, and I'm just getting all these revelations now. I'm gonna have to go on True TV.
I mean, we just found out Maddie was a rapper, so obviously my name will be Stephanie on the weekends. You would know this.
In the
Anywho,
weekends, my name is Maddie
Una
D.
Kike.
That's some bad flavor right there.
Problematic.
Moving right past that. And Mix, it's your turn.
I can't even top any of this, but okay, yeah, I'm Miguel. I've asked, or I begged these people to come together and not make that damn sound again. No, I've asked these guys to come together and make this podcast with me. We're gonna be doing gaming. We're gonna be doing videos. We're gonna be doing a whole lot of stuff. So hopefully you guys are gonna be here for the ride, and we welcome you to it. I
Hi.
obviously am a gamer, but honestly, I also have some side things with like computer building where it's kind of like a side thing. If you need help to build a computer, you can actually email me. I'll give you tips and tricks. And if you live in the South Florida area, I'll build you one. Sure, why not? Other than that, I think we just kind of wanted to go round table about everyone's passions and stuff, and I guess we'll start with that question. Well, like outside of video games, what is your passion?
So, since I started it, don't steal my turn, Brian. I see you opening your mouth. It's not your turn. Wait.
Trying to make
I'm
that
the
sound
one that
again.
starts. No, stop. Outside of video games, I actually really like art. It's a big thing for me. I also bought some I can't show them yet. Bought some minis I'm thinking about painting, and when those are done, I can't wait to show those off. Now you go.
Hi everyone, it's your favorite Brazilian again, Brian. Hi. So besides video gaming, just like everyone here, music is actually one of my strongest passions. I am a sound engineer, so outside of work and life, things like that, I'm in the studio. That's literally my second home, and that's where you most likely gonna find me. So, sound is literally my go-to. If you guys need help on microphones, to recording music, to mixing, to mastering, I'm your boy.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, so I think I went after Brian. So, I mean, a lot of my things, of course, video games is like a huge, huge passion for me. And then I like a lot of stuff. Music is also another one for me. I was like dabbling in that since I was in grade school. High school is when I started like taking it more seriously and like recording it. But besides that, I also really am into cosplay. That's another thing that I'm trying to refine more as this year goes on, for sure. And I want to have fun with it, you know. I want to make like work in progress, learn new trades, instruments. I like all of that. I'm into it all.
No.
No more noises.
It's funny because both of the times that I've come in, Brian has started with that noise.
If you do that noise one more time, I'm gonna roll initiative.
It's
With
it's
microphone
gonna be
noise.
the trademark sound of Cafecito every time when
No, I'm
No,
somebody
gonna
says
no,
edit
it's
it
something.
out
not.
every
It's
single
absolutely
It
not
has
going
to
to.
be.
It's gonna be the
Come
reason we don't
on.
exist past
Every
next
single-
week.
You know what?
Stop.
Come
I'll do you
on.
this. We may make it an outro. Like right before it ends, it's just
No,
No,
no, no,
Yo,
no, no,
yes,
no, no.
yes.
Absolutely not. No.
No. I will
I-
personally edit every video to make
well,
sure
no,
not
no,
a
Like,
single
This
one
is
of them
gonna,
gets
no, no,
in.
time out. We can't decide. We'll let the fans decide. That'll be the first poll.
Oh no, they're not
Yes.
gonna see it because every time
Yes.
he's gonna do that noise, I'm cutting it out.
Yes.
Even in this
Censorship.
episode.
I feel like I need a shower when I hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
So anywho,
I am raping your ears.
No.
Okay. No,
wait, you're
you know.
ripping, or well, I'm not gonna say the other one.
Okay.
We'll just stick with ripping.
Hold on. You can say the really problematic thing, but you can't say the word rape. Like,
Wow.
Hello?
Okay.
I wish
You
to stick
tone
my
it back.
tongue down your earlobe.
Who are you talking to right now?
help.
I'm
I
actually
don't
curious.
Don't
No,
worry
no.
about it.
Okay, it's time for
Yeah.
Giovanni's intro.
Because
Cries
from
in silence.
my screen, every time you look down, like I have a deck of cards, so you keep like, I want to stick my tongue in your earlobe, and it's just out a Pikachu card.
Why do we need this story? Just do your intro. Come on, man.
Okay, well,
Or Pika.
I'm into a lot of different things. So first,
Like, oh my god.
right? So first and foremost, my biggest passion is board games. Right? I have a big collection. Right now, I think the last time I counted, I'm at 96. Don't tell Ariana, because then I can't get any more board games. Anyway,
You need
I'm
four
also
more.
right, just to complete it, round off, I'm also into music. From what you could tell earlier, just like Brian, because we're both Geminis. Um,
No. God, why?
yeah, I play a wide array of instruments from the melodica all the way up to acoustic guitar, to electric guitar, to bass, to drums. I don't even know how I got these clippers in my hand. Um, yeah. One thing too, if you guys are interested, uh, this is our D&D group as well. We play D&D. We've been playing now for maybe 13 some weeks now. And it's kind of been a combined passion. I don't know if you guys have picked up on the little small puns that they've thrown. For example, Ariana's figures that she's not going to mention, or Maddie's dice, or my Pokeball. But
I like shiny things that go click clack.
What could
Yeah.
this be?
if it's something that you guys are interested in too, we can always talk about D&D. It's a passion of all of ours as well. And with that, I'll leave it to Mix.
Wait, we're back to me already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went quick.
This is actually going pretty
Sorry.
fast. This is very nice. All right, favorite game. Ooh, man. Okay, so favorite game is gonna be Nier Automata. I'm gonna say Nier Automata. So I was probably going through some pretty dark moments in my life, and this game came out, and then I got through the ending of this game, and it changed my life. And I don't want to say anything else because I would ruin it.
Okay, so then quick question then. Did it like complete your life 26 times or what?
You only have to get the ending E to experience what I'm talking about. And it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Cuz each ending, let's say the first playthrough, if you're even trying to be like completionist about it, you might take 15 to 20 hours. Each one after that is truncated because you're seeing the game from a different perspective, a different character's perspective, and so everything kind of just gets sped up because the game is going to assume that, hey, you know this is happening, but now see it from his perspective or see it from her perspective, and it just speeds up into this like crazy story that you can't see coming if you just play the A ending. And
Yeah, that game is incredible. Like I feel like, not to mention the soundtrack is like otherworldly.
I was just about to say the same thing. That soundtrack is amazing.
So who
Especially
wants to
for-
lend it to me?
I
That's
got
a real
it.
question here.
I'm lending it to somebody, and I really want it back because I've been craving like to play it.
In other words, no, buy it yourself.
Wow.
It's really cheap.
Bad friends.
I would lend it to you.
no, more
Terrible
importantly,
friends.
Platinum deserves your support.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but
Wholeheartedly.
there's
Buy
a
it
really
pre-owned.
good Legend of Korra game. Not really.
That was like
Desperation play.
platinum. That was platinum trying to raise money so they can get to these projects platinum. That's how I see that. And then
That was the desperation play, like I said.
yeah, honestly, that you can argue Nier Automata was their Final Fantasy 1. Like that's how desperate it probably was for them, that it needed to be successful. And yeah, it was successful. I mean, I hope it was. I think it was.
It was really good.
It changed my fucking life.
It was successful.
So who else wants to go? I can't say any more without spoiling. So
Ari, go ahead. Let's keep up
Oh,
the
you-
order.
Well,
Oh,
love that you
okay,
got
I guess.
voluntold.
I mean, we already messed it up. Migs went.
yeah, that's true.
I'm just
Well,
like,
didn't you go first the last time with your computer? Oh no, because you were starting. No, yeah, you were supposed to go first.
To
it's
be
fine,
fair, I'm
just
trying to
like-
You
drive.
see, you never learned how to read. I never learned how to do math. We got like it's a jack of all trades.
What's
Have you ever-
maths?
Have you ever
Wait,
seen the
wait,
meme?
wait, wait.
Have you ever
Wait,
seen the
put
meme
me and
with, like,
Maddie
the kid?
together and we make one human being. That's how this works.
We make one functional human being, like
Human being.
not and like decently
Barely.
functional.
Have you seen
Barely.
that with like the kid? He's like looking right into the camera and he goes, "You ever had that one dream with that one time where you and then you
Do
and
that
then the
one
dream
thing.
that one time with it and then you dream that forever?" Like that's literally what you just did.
All right, so the game I'd have to pick. This is gonna be like a low ball. I know a lot of people are probably gonna be like, "eh," especially
Pac-Man. I knew it.
considering. Yeah, you got me. Oh, that's it. No,
Right? When
um,
he slides out of the left scene and then goes back into the right.
you just know,
It's
man. You just
magical.
know. It's actually Dark Souls. It's the first game that actually pushed me to not play on easy mode, because any game I got, I just cared about story. That's all I wanted to do. So I'm like, I'm gonna play on the easiest setting. I don't care how like quick I get through this game. I just want to see what happens. And then I started playing Dark Souls, and it kicked my ass. And then I forced my lovely fiance, who's all the way over there, to play it too, and it kicked his ass, and it was fantastic. And also, it's a bunch of knights and all this cool aesthetic stuff that I like. What can I say?
A good choice. That game has kicked my ass like many a time as well.
It forces me to get good at video games instead of just being like, oh, you know what, Kingdom Hearts? I'm gonna play on easy.
I mean,
Now I
it's
play
not
on
about
critical mode.
like I know that's the meme about the game, like get good, but it's not about get good. It's more about like learning the levels, and
Patterns.
as much as you want to like speed run the game doesn't want you to speed run it. It wants you to like take it slow and enjoy the ride, no matter how hard it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I always took that game as like one of those things where it wanted you to master what you were trying to do first. So
100%.
go sit at that bonfire, reset all the monsters, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. The moment you feel comfortable or you feel like it got too easy, that's when you moved on.
Yeah.
And that's the type of game. It almost feels like you have to turtle a little bit. And like
Mhm.
the only thing I couldn't like, I love that game. Is just damn those invasions with player NPCs and everything. They kind of ruined it for me at times. So I always shied away from it.
To also be fair, when I played this, I was playing on an Xbox 360 where I had no way of connecting to the internet. So the plus side, I never got invaded. Downside, I never got those patches, so I could get permanently cursed down to 1 HP
Oh
because I
no.
couldn't get patches, and that happened to me. It was fun, interesting,
Extra hard
The
mode.
frustration. I can't
especially.
only imagine.
It's not
Uh,
fun.
s- so in this case, what would be mine? It's I always found that topic very difficult to answer. What is your favorite game? I could definitely tell you guys that my favorite genre is actually RPG, but particularly Final Fantasy series is literally one of the first few
If you
games
steal my answer, I'm up.
I have played. Um, I've literally played most of the Final Fantasy franchise, not all of them. I've personally avoided the MMOs. Don't know why I never really got into them. It was just more of I like the the whole RPG franchise of it. So I've played 9, I've played 10, 10 2, 13, 15.
11,
Um,
12, 1, 2.
yeah, right. I've played the 7. I played through 7.
I gotta put you on the spot.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite Final Fantasy then?
Oh, so I I'm stuck between two.
There's one correct answer, and if you
I'm
don't
like the
say it, you're off
Arthur
the
right
podcast.
now.
Oh my god.
Maddie,
can't wait for Brian-
Maddie's
I
like
can't
dying
wait-
to hear your answer too, because it's like, oh no, he's gonna blow it
I
up for
know.
me.
I can't wait for Brian to say 13 and we all kick him.
Yeah, he has to leave. He can't stay.
No, it's not 13 actually.
Snow was my favorite character.
It was actually
Fuck
Final Fantasy 10.
that.
Ha 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 ha!
Why? I feel like I'm missing something here.
No,
Um,
that's what I was gonna say.
Jesus,
That's the Titus laugh.
Both of you are wrong. Both of you have
Jesus.
to leave.
Jesus. But it's also Final Fantasy 9 because when I play that, I really like the story behind it. So,
You just like Sabine.
nah, chill.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, you like Little Monkey Boy with the 2 swords.
maybe. He was wrong.
Everybody does.
He was cool, but no.
He was.
From 10, Waka was actually one of my favorite
Oh my
characters.
god. Oh!
Oh, he likes
Why?
the blitzball,
He
baby.
likes
Those
to
were
do
so
the
fucking
I
defense
like
irate.
too.
You though. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong?
Waka.
What's wrong with
Yeah, you know you, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was cool.
Yeah,
I was like a
man, there
Rasta
better not be
guy.
any Al Bed in this house.
Yeah,
I
he
used
was
to.
he was a little
Literally.
racist, but
When
he
Waka,
was
Yeah,
he
A
for
little.
sure.
learns. He
A little.
learns.
A
the
little.
thing is,
But
I
I always
stopped.
felt like
He
he
learns
smoked a lot of like.
tolerance.
I feel like he smoked a lot of weed too.
He was a little racist the same way as Sebastian from The Little Mermaid is a little racist.
Yeah.
But bro, I couldn't take the game seriously because of Waka. Because even like you're having an intimate conversation where he's talking to Titus about Yuna, and then the whole thing
Yes.
about Yuna knows that she has to die to fulfill whatever bullshit she has
Yes.
to do.
Wow,
But
spoiler
it's-
alert. Not just kidding. They've had more than enough time.
Yeah, once you have an HD remaster, sorry, there's no more spoilers.
There's like
but,
8
like,
re-releases
you
of the
can't.
game.
Yes.
But like, it's not even part of the game. That's like that's the plot point. You're defending her
Yeah.
because she's going to this mission to kill herself to save everyone else, whatever. But you can't take it seriously with his voice, you know. And he's
Luna's
doing.
gotta do
he's-
it, yeah.
How do you speak softly and still, yeah, you know? Like holy shit.
He sounds like someone from like Belgium or something.
It's like
Yeah.
You get right up onto the microphone really quick and go, yeah, you know. Your father died.
I'm crying.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to shit on your game. I'm just saying, fuck Waka.
You kind of just did, but all right, great.
But you picked the right answer in the end, which was 9. Everybody should pick 9. Fuck all the rest of them. My boy Cloud, get out of here. I'm sorry. 9's the best one.
My boy Cloud. I never played 7.
Forget about Cloud.
Hey,
Uh,
I've played every game surrounding 7. Okay, go. Sorry.
Nah, no worries, no worries. But
Like
play
1 or 2. Oh, 3, 4.
I actually played Final Fantasy Advanced Tactics on the Game Boy, and that was also one of my personal favorites.
You see, now you have my respect.
That I played that game 3 times. I've beaten it and locked every single character.
And you
Boy.
get stuck on that snowball level every time.
But what
Boy.
about Final Fantasy Crisis Core though? That game is
Oh,
really incredible.
She's a Zaki type of boy.
I love
Woo!
Zack.
You love a Zaki.
I mean, it's oh god, Maddie, you
He's a
saying
good-
that.
He's a good boy. That one's not. It's not. It's one. It's not like it's not on my list for my favorites, but like that one is definitely like treasured in my heart.
It's like hard for me because Zach's actor's really good. Like all the voice acting, his direction, phenomenal. All the little things that they do with him,
True.
great. Everybody else.
It's-
Continue. I'm sorry.
I have the nostalgia goggles on though.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that would pretty much sum up my like one of my favorite genres. Because of Final Fantasy, I enjoy RPGs. So pretty much any game that was kind of fell in the RPG category, literally I loved it because of the involvement of the story, the Easter eggs. Oh man, if people gotta understand the fact that the Easter eggs relate to so many other games, you just it kind of blows your mind once you start piecing everything together. So RPGs and Final Fantasy, they definitely take the cake.
All right, cool.
Mhm. I guess like as much as we just crapped on that game, I'm still gonna get really wholesome with it. I feel like I was a little
Please.
like tied between Final Fantasy X and Kingdom Hearts
13.
2
And 13.
because those are like because I love like also like RPGs like JRPGs, and I feel like because I played a lot of games when I was younger, and like I feel like those games like really like kind of like solidified like just how much video games like meant to me, especially like Final Fantasy X, because like I don't know, like the story is just so like it's because people like there's so many people that would try to like say like, oh yeah, video games are a waste of time, da 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 da, but it's like such a like good story and like deep story, and like at the time like being like 11 12 years old whatever, and like getting so like emotionally invested in the story, and I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna be devoted like to this forever. And I feel like I don't know, it just like changed how I looked at video games, because it was just like it was really special. And then like Kingdom Hearts 2 also, was a game that I played like over and over and over again, and like love the Kingdom Hearts franchise forever. I feel like the same way about it. And then like Jack and Daxter gets an honorable mention because that's pretty much like what like kickstarted my gaming career, because I had older brothers and I would always play that in the like bedroom,
Did you ever
and that
play
was like a classic.
Jack and Daxter 3?
Yeah, that one was crazy.
Oh my god, the light and dark forms, that was fantastic.
I remember I was slightly scared of Jack 2 when I got it, because I was like, oh, this is the first high thrill thing I play as like a youngin.
Oh right, but I think Jack 2 was the first game that introduced like the
dark form, yeah.
Dark Jack, and for some reason he had a gun
Yeah.
that could take multiple bullets, so, like, and a skateboard. Like, that game was crazy.
Yeah, that also, that whole series is definitely like up there in my top 3.
Yeah, I think the only one that you shouldn't get from that series is Jack and Daxter Racing.
Yeah.
Get any other game.
That I will admit that one is like subpar.
Okay, so save your money and get Donkey Kong Country, everybody. I love Donkey Kong Country.
Yes. Donkey Kong Country is a true bona fide classic.
Gio?
Gio? We're like waiting for you.
I know. Nice. Okay, so for me,
Please, boss, you have.
wow, that was louder than it had to be. So anyway, for me, my favorite game of all time is Bloodborne.
Nice.
Yes. For me, I don't know why I keep saying for me.
For me.
For me.
Boss, for me.
Boss, my friend, I fly.
Who you have for me?
So, I'm notorious for starting a game and not finishing it. I'm notorious for that.
Like how you don't finish a sentence.
Never beat a game syndrome.
Right, exactly. The only games that I complete are games that I like either care about or have fallen in love with it on like an emotional level. Bloodborne for me was the first game that I completed like 100%, and that if I still had my PlayStation, I'd probably still be playing it. It's for me, it was one of the games that I emotionally got invested into the game, and one of the things that I appreciate about FromSoft, which is the company that makes Bloodborne, across the board, they do this with Dark Souls 2. Not Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 sucked. Don't play that. But Dark Souls and Dark Souls 3. You know, you get some of the story by playing the game, but a lot of the story and a lot of the things that you learn about the game is through the items. So as you pick up items, each item has a description, and the more you play and the more items you collect, the more of like the bigger picture you get. And Bloodborne does that like beautifully. That, and I tend to play the game a little more aggressive, so the fact that the game gives you a reward system for playing aggressively really speaks to me.
I love aggressive gameplay too, so I feel that.
Yeah, like I loved Ariana hated it, but I love the mechanic where make all the faces you want. I love the fact that I could be fighting a monster, I get hit, and if I burp, and if I hit him fast enough, I would regain some of the health that I lost. So it's kind of like high risk, high reward type of deal, and I loved that, and I appreciated that about Bloodborne. But some of my games from all time, like if I were to just like quickly put it out there as other games that I've completed, fucking Paper Mario, Thousand Year Old Door, Luigi's Mansion. I'm a Nintendo guy, so for me to say that my favorite game is a game that's not in the Nintendo franchise speaks volumes.
It gotta be good.
Yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy. Don't forget that. That was
Super Mario Sunshine
Oh
is
my
iconic
God.
too.
And Odyssey, yes, all of them.
okay.
All the Mario.
Before we go through
Galaxy
like
is amazing.
before we go through like a giant list of like previous stuff, Maddie said something that triggered a question in my head. I know I didn't write it down on our thing, but this is kind of be interesting too. What's the first game you guys remember playing?
Oh,
Like your
that's
first
easy
game
for me.
ever.
I have two. So the first one I
Tic-tac-toe?
ever. Hmm?
I said,
I actually didn't hear what you said.
I said tic tac toe.
No. So I have two, because I have the one, like, my first game that I, like, actually played, and then, like, the first one that I remember, like, playing one level and being like, I'm out. Um, so the first one was for PlayStation 1. I think it was called, it's not Pandemic. My mind keeps going to Pandemic, but it's terrible. Someone may know it. There's like a jester dude, and then there's like some other like girl, and they release like an ancient evil, and it's just some dumb platforming game. My cousin got it in a clearance bin. Terrible. And the first game that I really got into and actually played was Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast.
You know
Oh,
what I thought you were
Lord.
gonna say? So the first game I ever played was that one, and then the first game that I actually got into and beat was some trash game that my cousin found at the bin at the discount store.
No, it's the other way around. Leave me alone. I'm gonna find the name of the game now. I'm so upset.
It was called Aladdin's
Well,
Adventure.
no, no, it was not a Disney game. It really wasn't. I remember, like, in the opening cutscene, the like jester dude says some like really sexist thing to the other girl, and I was like, 8-year-old me's like, I don't know about this, boss. Next person, you can go.
Yeah. First game I ever remember playing was Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 64.
I remember playing that when I was little.
Yeah, I remember I played the game 4 times, and then since I was still young enough, my dad stopped playing with me because he kept kicking his ass as Pikachu. So I never played the game again until I got the Wii, and then I was like, oh, I remember this from my childhood, and started
Time
playing
for
it.
revenge.
Yeah, for
Nice.
sure. My dad and my sister were obsessed with I don't know if you guys remember Snowboard Kids or Snowboard Kids 2. It was on Super Nintendo 64, and it was a racing game about kids. Watch this on snowboards. How crazy is that?
I had no idea.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Groundbreaking.
I thought the game was trash. They loved it, and when my dad was moving out before he moved up to Orlando, he actually gave me the my old N64, and one of the games that he still had was that one. We looked up the price for the game, and today the game is still $60.
Oh, nice.
Oof.
It's one of those like rare games that's hard to find. Ironically, also made by Rare.
That's
Oh, wow.
funny.
Yeah.
I also
Wait.
What a
found it.
surprise.
It's called Pandemonium. It's terrible.
Oh, wait, go. Pandemonium?
Yeah, that game's terrible.
Oh,
Don't
wow.
tell me you like that game, please.
No, no,
Could
no.
you imagine?
Okay.
He goes, the first game I remember playing was Pandemonium.
Demonium.
No,
Oh,
no.
well, there you go.
You were close. You said pandemic.
Yeah, I was really close. Like,
I'm
I
thinking
know it
about
was,
that
like,
board
Pan
game.
Something. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm thinking about an actual good game, because fuck, Pandemonium was terrible.
So for me, the first few games, it's kind of hard because there's certain memories, parts of my life that I played games on different consoles.
I can
The
remember it like
I thought he was gonna
vividly.
say some stupid shit like smell my finger. That's the first game I remember playing.
Delicious. No, it was actually my first game that I played was actually on the NES console, right? I was fortunate enough to have it before I got the Super Nintendo console. I played Mario for the first time, and I played through the Mario world, and I played as Luigi. I didn't play as Mario. I played as Luigi because my friend played as Mario, and I was kind of upset. I was like, "What the hell is Luigi?" Because I want to play as Mario, and I didn't know that was his brother until I started playing, and then Luigi became one of my favorite characters because of
Well,
that.
You didn't know he was his brother until his story was fleshed out.
Pretty much.
Because before that,
Until
he was
you
just
picked up a
Green Plumber
ring.
Man.
Until he picked up a ring, and then when he was reading the item description, it said, ring of a long forgotten plumber.
Right?
The forgotten plumber, the green. Um, And the reason I want to say this, that I explained to you this way, is because after playing the NES, I played a bunch of other games, but the second thing that came out for me that is very vivid in my mind are two games on the PlayStation, right? That I got. One was Twisted Metal Black. Love that game. God, it's such a violent game for a kid at my age.
I still remember. I still remember because, mind you, I'm probably older than everyone in the group, and I remember getting that game because of Twisted Metal 2 and how good that was.
Yes.
And I was like, I tell my mom, "Oh, it's just car racing, you know." And little did I know that they all of a sudden threw some story into this. So I turned on the game in the living room,
The
and we're
clown.
sitting there, and we're like, "Yeah." And there's Sweet Tooth, and all you hear is the first line of the game. I shit you not. Go back and look. Shut up and bleed, motherfucker. And
Yes.
I just like
You're like, oh my god.
that game got returned so fast.
Oh, bro, I loved it. And
That
then the
makes me think
second
about
game
future
was
question.
the very first game I beat.
No, 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 no. Turn that off. Turn that off.
Terrible. It was this Disney, not a Disney game. I want to say Cartoon Network game. I guess it had bugs, but it had these two rabbits. This pink and blue rabbit, and it was a puzzle game.
Oh, Baby Looney Tunes.
Yes, there we go. That I was looking for.
How do you go from Twisted Metal Black to Baby Looney Tunes?
For real.
How do you
Right?
go from Pandemonium to Sonic? You tell
You know,
me.
I don't blame him. I would also be confused if I had to continuously listen to the PS2 startup sound. The fucking every time you want to fucking start up a CD.
Oh, the loading screens were terrible.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
That sound is like.
And then you want to play late at night, so you purposely like mute the TV, wait for the sound to play through, and then you bring
put it
up
at
the
like, because
volume.
even on like one volume, that shit would be loud.
Yeah.
crap, man.
Guys didn't
We
do
can't
what I
even
used to
post
do.
this now. We can't even post this to YouTube anymore. Someone's gonna claim it because of that sound.
We're gonna censor that part. We go back and edit it. Beep.
I mean,
And then we
like,
should have a caption: insert
I only
PlayStation
played
sound.
like 2 seconds of
Insert
it, though.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
sound.
but that's enough to get a copyright claim. To be fair.
Bro, I can get on this piano right now, hit 13 keys, and make that same fucking.
And you'll get
But
copyright.
there's
claim.
Watch.
No, come back, please.
He's gonna do it.
Oh
Play
my
it.
God.
Play it.
Yeah.
Prove a
And
point.
then
Make
we're
your
gonna get
point, Gio.
copyrighted
It's not like
here.
we don't believe you. You need to make your point.
It just looks like he's looking for a board game at this point.
It really does.
You lucky it's unplugged.
Good.
Um,
Actually, you know
but
what? Fucking melodica. Ready
what
for
else?
this?
No, please.
the next first game that
What?
I hate this. I hate this so
Ready,
much.
look at this shit. Ready? Tutorial time. Here's how you play this shit. Ready?
just
Ready?
smash keys
First, wait,
and,
no. First,
and
you got to turn on
exhale.
the disc. Doop.
I'm so done.
Copyright that.
They
You,
will.
you probably will. You'd be surprised.
Right,
There's a
right.
lot of gray areas.
Yeah, at exactly 8 minutes and 13 seconds. That's just my dumbass.
There was 3 keys that belonged to PlayStation. But what else? Let's see. And then the second game I could remember that stood out to me was PlayStation 2. There was a Gundam game.
You want me to grab the melodic again?
Gundam Warriors, I bet.
I think it was. I didn't know
Yeah.
what the fuck what I was doing in that game. I passed the first mission. After that, I was like, what I do?
Yep, Gundam.
I've tried replaying that same mission 3 times, 5 times over. Eventually I just gave up. I sold the game and I said, screw this. This is trash.
Mm.
That's
Next.
$2 I
We're
ever
done with
made.
this. I
And-
feel wait,
Go ahead.
you have more first games?
No, that's it.
Okay, that was your finale.
It's like
My grand
47
finale.
first games.
After 5+ games, this was the first.
I can't help it. They're like,
You know-
they what
you know what-
shaped my mind.
I know what you
For
mean
some
though.
reason-
Because I have like a few too that I can think of. I feel like I was really lucky to have like brothers that were like way older than me. Because like when I was born, my brothers were like 19, 18 at the time.
Mm,
So they had like game systems of their own. So like if the first game that I remember playing was Super Mario Bros. 2 on the NES, and I remember I would play with Toad and Princess Peach like exclusively. Those were the ones that I would do a lot. And then I remember the first one that I got like myself. I had a Game Boy Color, and I remember it was pink, and I used to play. I vividly remember playing a Beauty and the Beast board game that had like a bunch of like mini games and things like that in it. And I also played Pokemon Silver. That was another one that I played a lot.
Oh, Pokemon. So
That
easy.
was like one that I played a lot when I was little. I still have it too.
Like no
Like,
one
This just
mentioned
started to become
Silver.
memory lane right now.
I have a
Mhm.
funny story with Pokemon Silver, which is why I refuse to play that game again. Because so remember how I mentioned my dad earlier playing video games with me when I was growing up. So he thought, right, that you can make a separate profile
Oh,
on the Game Boy Color games,
Oh no.
right?
Ooh.
Which you can only make one, right?
I'm so
So
sorry.
luckily, like I was the guy, I was the kid who would buy both games, so I had silver and gold, right? So I was like, whatever. I played gold more. You can have silver. And one day I'm getting out of school. I get in my dad's car, and he's there with the fucking Game Boy playing, and he's in Lugia's cave, right? Spoiler alert, Lugia's in a cave, and then he's there fighting it, right? And I'm like, oh my god, fucking catch it, catch it, catch it, and he goes, nah, I ran out of Pokeballs. Kills it. Doesn't save. And then I go, can I just look at your bag? Looked at the bag, and dude had 2 Great Balls and the Master Ball. So I'm like, yeah. Funny thing. And then he goes, well, how do I get them again? And I go, easy. Reset the game and try again.
Mm.
My dad never played any more Pokemon games after that.
Oh
You
my God.
traumatized them. I don't blame you. Even I'm sitting here like, damn.
That's
How-
disrespectful to Lugia.
Jesus.
oh fuck, Lugia. Ho-Oh's better.
Wow.
Debatable.
No,
Damn.
Super
No.
debatable.
That's
no.
crazy.
Phoenix is best.
I
Okay,
had like
I'm gonna ask you one question. How many movies was Ho-Oh featured in?
None.
Thank
One.
you. And it was
One.
shit. And it was shit.
So he appeared for what, like 30 seconds, and then that's about it.
Right. And then
Lugia had a whole dialogue.
right, but then do you know how that movie ended?
this song has restored my strength.
The movie ended, right? By the way, I'm swinging like a pair of chopsticks for no fucking reason. So the movie ended with Pikachu speaking perfect English, going, Ash, I love you.
I remember that.
That shit was cringy. I remember that was the first Pokemon movie that I watched in theaters that make my toes curl. And like,
And not in a good way.
so you liked it?
I had
No,
that's
I
crazy.
did not like it. Did not like it.
Damn. I had like one more game too, probably, that like I remember was like very early childhood memories. And it was like a Game Boy Advance game. And that one was like Klonoa.
Kelowna.
Yeah, which that game, it was I love that game like so much to death. I found it at a con actually in Tampa, and like I rebought it, and like I still have it and I play it all the time on my little like pink DS Lite. But that game in itself is like a story and how I got it, because I remember I was like playing outside of my grandma's house and I found it like on the sidewalk. Like, and it was like all like ripped up, like the label, and like I put it in my Game Boy and it worked, and it was such a good game, and like I loved it so much, and I was just like, this, the universe gave me this game. Like,
I like it like only the two girls in this chat like know about these two games. Geo, Mix,
Same
and just
company
like,
that
Oh, I
was
know
Batman.
about Klonoa.
Namco.
oh, I don't.
I mean,
Klonoa was amazing.
So like he said, so like the 2 girls. Like,
Ari is a woman of culture.
I mean, Klonoa 2 is like the only game I ever 100%ed in my youth. So I mean,
Holy
Wow.
shit!
oh,
It's
there goes my screensaver.
Klonoa is incredible.
Yeah.
So
Now,
my
that story reminded me of like you ever watched a movie called Page Master?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I just not even. I did. I'm sorry. I got
That's the
excited.
beginning.
It's something
You get-
unrelated.
For those who haven't watched, kid gets lost in a library, and then just a random book just like plops right in front of him, picks it up, changes life. That's the whole movie.
Oh, that's what I. Well, now I want to see that movie.
You haven't seen Page Master?
No.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Damn.
It's like it's one of those like semi-animated movies,
Oh.
but it's animated like old like Cuphead.
Okay. Damn. That sounds really cool. I must.
Yeah.
I must.
He,
Oh,
I will look up this movie legally.
yes, for
By
sure.
the way,
Wink,
there is a highly rated Page Master video game for the SNES.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, he ends up. Well, if you're gonna watch, I'm not gonna say anything. But you will be
I will watch it.
surprised.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
also, real quick, remember when you're saying, "Oh yeah, this movie's great"? Remember the Penguin and the Pebble? How you and
No,
me
stop,
both went, "This
stop.
movie's
This is
great,"
different.
and then we
This
wa-
is different. This is different.
and then we
This is
and
different.
we watched
This
it,
is
and it
different.
was
No, that movie should burn and never be spoken of again.
okay. Migs, your turn.
Have you ever watched? No, time out. Have you ever watched The Penguin and the Stone?
No.
Please.
Or
No.
the Pebble Penguin? The penguin in that movie have teeth.
You're
Oh
penguin.
no, that makes me uncomfortable already.
There's a song. There's
No.
a song.
Move
Where-
How
on.
much any teeth than me?
Pretty
No.
much.
No.
No, it's the farthest thing from it.
You're passionate
I
about
don't
this.
want it.
I can feel the passion.
I
from
don't
over
want
here.
it. You sound so
The-
pained. I don't want to hear. I don't
The
want to feel this.
masculine
I'm
penguin
getting hot. My wife beat it right now.
with the fang teeth has a song. And the song is about womanizing. The penguin's talking about womanizing, and the song's called "Don't Make Me Laugh." What the hell?
What is wrong?
It's a
With the
kids'
world.
movie about surfing.
Okay, Migs, go.
Surfing.
That was
It's on.
something. Anyway.
So let's get back on track.
So my thing is pretty much super old school NES stuff. So my brothers had a bunch of stuff. They had
Oh, here we go,
Tecmo
Grandpa.
Super Bowl,
Ooh.
and that's still the best football game ever made. And I've played 87 Maddens now, so I'll have
and
to
you haven't
say
played
I'm
NFL
the
Street.
expert.
Holy crap! There's 87 of them.
No, it feels like it. But no, Tecmo
changes?
Super Bowl was such a great game. I still remember the music in my head. Like how exciting it felt to get to the playoffs and get the music to change into something more serious. I don't know. And it was such a basic game. It's like, hey, guess the play right and you get to sack the quarterback, and it was licensed back then, so you still had all the players and stuff, so you started like learn players that way too. I don't know. It was a great game. And then the other game was Dragon Warrior 2,
Oh,
which now is Dragon Quest over here, but it was still Dragon Warrior back then. And that game gave me nightmares when I was a kid, because when you would turn off the game, before you turned it off, you would have to save, and if you didn't save, it would corrupt the file and it would be gone, and that's a waste of time.
no.
And it's not a battery thing, it was just like in the coding. So when you save the game, the screen goes black, and a giant dragon appears on the screen, and there's a glowing like diamond on its stomach or chest, I can't remember exactly where.
eyes.
And then there's text on the bottom, and it says, to turn off the console properly, for the Hargan does not sleep. And I was like, what? So I had nightmares about this fucking dragon. Because I was
Did it
playing
eat
this when
you?
I was 6 or 7. And I don't know. It really fucked with me.
I used to have nightmares about the Jack and Daxter fish.
Me-
Yeah.
The,
I don't know.
The aforementioned gem, was it green?
It could have been. I can't remember. I remember it being a green dragon.
You see where I'm going with this, Ariana? You see, the pebble in the Penguin movie.
Oh my
We're
god,
bring-
fuck you.
we're gonna bring it back,
No.
What a reach! This boy said.
Look, if we're gonna do a real reach, I could talk about my childhood traumas of a Dracula figure. was a little figurine, and all he would do was laugh, and that traumatized the shit out of me every Halloween.
That sounds terrifying.
My
All
brothers had all sorts of games, but I remember those two and Contra the most. And I
Oh,
can't remember
Contra was
which
the
one came
shit.
first. Oh, there was Ninja Gaiden too. Ninja Gaiden was in there, but you know, when you're a kid and you can't even get past 1-1 because that game was
You can't
wow
even get past
hard.
the fucking start screen.
I had to play that game on an emulator later on, like when I was 14 or 15, just to beat it. And it was like, okay, every time I die, I'm just gonna load that save before I died, and just do that. And I had to beat that game, and it was still like something that took like weeks and months to beat because it was just like, just kept dying. There's
Mhm.
parts in that game where you're not meant to live. Is it straight up? You're like, I'm gonna jump from here to this pillar, and here comes a bat, and you fall, and you're dead because there's no underground. It's just pedestals, and if you
That
can't,
reminds me of I Wanna
oof.
Be the Guy.
Which one?
I Wanna Be the Guy. It's just like a game that's designed to make you lose.
Oh yeah, no yeah. There's moments in that game that feel like that for sure.
That reminds me of you guys ever played Castlevania? The
Yes.
I
The
don't know if
original?
I have.
roasted chicken that comes out of the brick wall.
Yeah, when you
Yo,
hit
Wall
that.
I
chicken,
never understood
delicious
that.
wall chicken. Dracula? Okay,
It's like a fully roasted rotisserie chicken that comes out of the wall.
To
exactly.
attack you.
So I can
Just to kill
explain
you.
to you the deep lore about that. Dracula gets hungry at night, and sometimes you don't want to walk all the way to the kitchen, so you just have yourself some wall chicken.
So you just have haunted rotisserie chicken.
Yes. Of
Dracula's a
course.
That's
spooky
my
guy.
So what? So
Why
like
would
you
you
ring
put
a
that
bell
mix in?
and then he sticks out his drum leg and be like, "Take a bite."
No, but explain how it slips through two brick crevices.
And it's perfectly cooked, by the way.
Dracula's a crafty man. He probably had some preservation magic in there and then put the bricks after.
It's
Bone and
possible he's
all.
like a cat. He needs entertainment, so they have to hide chicken all over his castle to keep him entertained. Keep his
Bold
mind
of you
active.
to assume that anything is too tedious for Dracula.
Oh,
Like
Dracula has
Volume
servants for that, I think. They make a little oven in the wall and then they close it off for him. But anyway, let's move on to the last thing we want to talk about really quick, and like it's about our like projects that we want to do on this show and on this channel. And I'll go with Geo first because I honestly personally am excited about his the most as a viewer and a member of the show. So
hmm
Very nice.
So as I had mentioned in my F2 BIOS earlier. Oh, look at we got Robin in the house. um, so like I had mentioned that one of my passions was board games. I guess I got to do this every time.
the first time you brought that box up, by the way, I thought it said Ex Lubris. I'm like, lube?
You're close. It says Ex Libris. It's a board game about collecting books.
Not lube?
There's that. But
Secretly.
Ariana's
I
face
have-
is like that meme of the blonde guy, like,
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. It's getting late. I'm tired from work. I'm going slowly. I'm like.
She's crashing.
Yeah.
Quickly
Uh,
go!
Wrap it up.
Yeah, just to finish it up, since I have so many board games, I've only just like scratched the surface with the amount of games that I've introduced to you guys. So I think of the 90-something games that I have, you guys have maybe played like 10. And so one of the things that I'm really looking forward to and really excited is to be able to play all these games live and have you guys, the viewers, join us in experiencing some of these games. I can't wait to teach you guys how to play some of these games. We'll be able to make some recommendations. You guys will be able to pick and choose from our game collection and see what games you want to see us play. It's just some really exciting stuff.
Except for Cat Tower.
Yeah, no, fuck
Ooh.
don't buy Cat Tower. No, don't get
I
excited.
just got a good idea.
No, does it involve Cat Tower?
No, it does not. Well, I mean, it could possibly.
No. Anyway, so
It doesn't
okay,
have to.
Go ahead.
No, go first.
No. That's the gist of it. It's
Oh.
just I have a lot of board games, and they're a lot of fun, and we're gonna get to play them as a group. Well, bang.
Well, bam. It would be cool if you picked like a random 20 like group of board games and it's like roll a d20 and it's like that's the board game we play.
Actually, if I buy 6 more, we can actually just roll a D100.
1 through 100. You have to. That means you have to label all of them. It's like
Cat Towers 101.
The expansion pack.
Ariana, before you pass out, go.
Oh, me? Oh, my projects. Oh boy, it's being this late.
I'm gonna
Um,
boil eggs.
so I know I haven't really talked about it much. Maddie's talked about it a little bit more. That she's like kind of your local weeaboo. I'm also big into that. I would love to start bringing like, hey, this chapter for this manga came out. Let's talk about it. Let's make some theories. Let's do all that stuff as well as like maybe some more projects on the side. Who knows? That's me. I'm sorry. Oh no.
I think you know.
That's good. That's good. That's fine.
short and sweet is cute.
One other thing you need to know about her too is that she loves mobile games. So like right now, we're both kind of like fanatics of One Piece, and they have a really good app called One Piece Treasure Cruise that we're kind of obsessed with right now. So like anything that comes with like mobile gaming, like she's your gal.
Yeah, I test out a bunch of them. Sometimes I just straight up I look and see what's new and I'll just try games and see if they're any good. If you need recommendations, ask me. I'm gonna be upfront. A lot of them are probably gonna be anime trash.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for all that anime trash.
I want all of it.
Speaking of being there for it, Maddie, go.
All right. So like my motto, I guess, is like strictly fun. Like I want to try to bring like lots of like coverage in like gaming and like streaming and like I definitely want to try and have like con and like cosplay vlogs and coverage too, like coming in and like working its way in there too. And we can share like fun times like with the board games and like D&D. Like I'm always down for stuff like that. Like I really love like role playing and like things like that. Like so like I love like getting silly with board games and adventures. I want to just keep it lighthearted, like have like a fun community, people to hang out with. Like I'm always down for like gaming with viewers and things like that too. Like that's like something that I've always been really into. So like I'm big on interaction. I want to have fun with everybody, like with us and with the viewers. Just want to have a nice good time.
All right, cool.
I would also like to see if the fans are interested in doing kind of like a live D&D session, and maybe have them play a character.
That would be cool.
Join us for for a session. That'd be pretty.
Yeah, we can, and it doesn't have to be our main session too. It could be you know what I mean, like a one and done.
Special campaign to do.
Right.
Ooh.
Brian,
More on that though later. More to discuss about that later. That's for sure.
Brian's chin.
I have a handsome chin.
You have a big one. Go.
Boom. I'm Cleft the Chin Wonder. If you don't know where that is from,
Wow.
leave.
You're more like the nega chin.
Speaking of Negachin, one of my things I want to bring to Cafecito here is quality, right? It's sound quality. It's making sure that all the equipment here and the background stuff get done so that all our viewers who are going to be watching us should get the best out of us. Aside of that, there's a few other things I do want to get myself involved with, right? And what I'm thinking, what are you doing? One of the bigger things is I can't right now. Like It's so mesmerizing.
Oh.
It's so mesmerizing. I can't. Um, I want to play the devil's advocate for everyone here. Um, since there's gonna be lot of conversations, there's gonna be a lot of things where people are discussing how a game goes, maybe the stories, the story on a game goes, whether it's the conspiracy theories to the Easter eggs, and I'm gonna challenge. I would like to challenge people on their front and be like, you really think it's this way, but what happens if it's this way? And then I wanna give you food for thought on everything that considers gaming, and there'll be more projects.
Well, what if it is that way?
I'm still gonna challenge you and be like, guess what? There's still another way they can zigzag through, and there you go. Just cause,
Because
just cause, you know. So there's still for me
You
at
gonna,
the moment,
you gonna be doing this in Just Cause?
just cause.
wow, wow.
Grenade launchers included.
Oh, and parachute.
We have yet to still have a conversation, and this will be for another video. Our own little One Piece, our little One Piece.
Yeah, but that'll be another time. You should let him finish up.
Again, this is all part of the conversation. You know, this is all part of stimulating your minds and see where you guys are thinking and where and what's gonna happen and why it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna challenge you on all fronts for sure. So, you know, be ready. There's gonna be some hotheads coming through.
Okay. Oh God. Yeah. Okay. I gotta lean like this now. I'm leaning.
Leaning,
Okay. So
hold it in the double cup.
by the time this comes out, you probably have already seen me if you've followed the page at all, because like all 5 videos on our Facebook page are of me playing Dauntless or Observation, of me getting my ass scared half to death for over 7 or 8 hours in space. So that's over, but you can go watch that on Facebook, and we're gonna start turning those into bite-sized episodes on YouTube. So I'll be working on that for you. I'm gonna be trying to do as many Let's Plays as possible, as well as just trying to drive the community on Facebook. So if you have any questions and stuff, I'll probably be the one to answer since I'm like on there as much as I can be. Um, Other than that, like I think one of my projects I want to do is around like parodies and maybe SNL skits, like at least SNL style skits. So I'm thinking of getting into that. I'm gonna probably need Gio's help on that a lot and Brian's help, but I'm sure they're down for it. And maybe we can make you laugh before some episodes, as long as that sound doesn't ever happen again. I seriously feel like I need to shower when you do that. It's so ugh.
Good.
What about
No.
mine?
Good.
That one not so much. That one's okay.
Well, you're
But
used to
that other one, that one where like you're violently massaging macaroni and cheese, I'm not down for it.
I imagine Brian in the kitchen like at 3 in the morning, just
So yeah, and also like leveraging Geo once again for like parody songs. We already have a couple written, and we want to get those done.
I can do parody songs too.
Ah
I
yes,
love that shit.
female vocals. Yes, very nice.
And I'm gonna record everyone.
While we're sleeping.
that's what I thought too.
And when you're taking a shower.
Oh
God.
God.
Especially when you're thinking.
Well, Brian's
No.
secret project is him being a creep.
Especially when you're on the toilet taking a poop.
Oh my God.
Well, could you imagine like
A whole new
Could you
meaning to
imagine-
YouTube poop.
you just lift up and you see Brian's face like
It's like act natural.
No, but with that face, with Geo's face though, act natural.
I just want to be the best for you.
The camera loves you, baby. Yes.
Okay, so I think this is where we have to just like end the episode
Yeah,
because
it's end.
holy crap.
I have to go. Like I cannot stay. I literally have to go. I'm dying.
Please go, boss. Do you have?
Boss.
I'll fill in an extra thing at the end, like about following channels and stuff. Don't worry about that. I'll figure that out after.
No worries. But let's wrap it up with everyone just saying their names one more time,
No.
right? Brief, like round
Oh.
table, and then that's it.
If you guys forgot in the last like 20 some minutes, my name is still Gio.
I thought it was Stephanie.
My
Only
name's
on
Ariana,
Saturdays.
and I'm fading
Oh.
fast.
That's Ariana. Maddie.
She's
My name's Maddie. If you forgot.
And then
you know what's my favorite thing about this whole ending? My favorite thing is the fact that okay, so we're gonna go round robin and we're gonna give us our names, okay? So Brian, go ahead, give them their name. Oh yeah, guys. Yeah, my name is Brian.
Alright.
It's your favorite Brazilian.
Guys, I'm out.
Oh, okay, perfect,
Bye.
perfect.
Brian.
Okay, Maddie, go ahead.
Bye.
I'm out. Bye.
Maddie, go
Ariana,
go.
before you go. Ariana, before you
Wait,
go.
where
Oh,
am I
she's
going?
gone.
Oh,
Give us your name.
Gone.
she's gone.
She's gone. You've killed her with the sound.
Who's next?
Anyway, so Brian, remind the viewers of your name.
Destruction.
Hi guys, my name is Brian. It's your favorite Brazilian.
God, God damn it.
Next.
The disappointment.
Next.
I'm Miguel. This is
I'm
Cafecito Crew
definitely getting my
Gaming.
webcam after
You all have a
Next.
great night.
Y'all be safe.